morning, good evening, depending on where you live. It's me, the cutest VTuber on YouTube, Alice. Now I know what you're thinking, Booklet Alice. Somehow you're looking more beautiful today. Your skin's glowing, you're more pink than usual. Well, Booklet, it's hard to break it to you, but I've always looked this stunning. Just cause we haven't seen each other for a while, but you haven't been used to my beauty. I just decided, everyone, did you miss me? You miss me? I missed you guys so much. I was dying. It's hot, it's still hot. I have my fan on. Like my highest setting. But I can survive now, so that's good. I'm glad you are not a paddle, me too. Me too. It was so hot, it still is hot. Glad to see my Alice. Yeah, glad to see you too, Meatballs. Hello Alice, hello Rohel, hello Floran. Hello Kumakaki, welcome. I hope all of you have been faring better than me. I was positively exhausted. But I was still working for you guys. The event may be over. But I did do an entire story so we can do it on stream. I was dying. The event was pain. But I did it for you guys. This is how determined I was. Okay, chat? Okay, Booklets? You better be thankful. So, yeah. What we're gonna do is we're gonna continue the story of this event. We kind of started it a bit. But we weren't able to finish it on stream. I'm sorry that I couldn't stream the final fight. But for anyone who was curious, I did it without anyone dying. And with anyone dying, I really mean anyone dying. Only used my first free challenge, managed to do it easily. Ignore that I did it on easy mode with completely and utterly weakening the enemy to the best degree possible. I didn't do that. Because I'm a pro gamer, so I wouldn't need to, make it easier for me. Alice pushed through like a true gamer, indeed. There's no one who is as gamer as me. As I, Alice. So, one thing that I kind of forgot to do, I just remembered, was to check where we left off, so... Yeah. But we'll figure it out, don't worry. No, not opening! No, not opening! Skip. I want to skip. I want wish. There. What an amazing opening sequence. Okay. If any of you guys remember where we left off, that would be very beneficial right now. Which was the event? I have safeamazonas.com. The CEO crisis. I still love that they just made an entire event with that pun, to be honest. No, it's not Saber Wars. Where it is. That's where we left off. The question is, where exactly did we leave off here? That is a true question. I think we were somewhere in Act 2. I'm just gonna speed through it, see where we left off. Actually, you know what? I could just check my previous stream like a true smart brain. Let me do that real quick. I'm sorry that I'm not prepared, but I wanted to give you the full Scuffed Alice experience as always. You know it's an Alice stream if I'm not prepared for anything. Right, guys? Okay. Where did we leave off? Okay, we left off at the interlude, part 3. Okay, so we went much further ahead. Good to know. Interlude, part 3 is where we left off. Obviously, I knew it from the top of my head. Didn't need to check that up. That just adds to the stream quality. Indeed, indeed. This is the most quality of streaming experiences you can get. Okay, if I remember correctly, which I don't really remember much, we arrived at the harem. We met the old guy, whose name I forgot. It was revealed that the entire the entire harem, the entire place, the entire labyrinth was actually made out of human flesh. It's pretty grotesque, actually. But we managed to save the old guy, I think. Or we didn't, and he's not part of the walls. Just casual Friday stuff. And stuff happened. Let's just get into it. We'll see where we left off. Let's see. We'll see where we left off. Let's start with Act 3, Path of Insincerity, Part 1. I should probably turn on the game audio. I forgot. Once again. Okay. Fetish. I love animation that they added here. Oh yeah, thank God. I need that. Oh, yeah, he was kidnapped. God of kidnapped. God of napped? He was God of napped. And then he was brainwashed. Which is truly the greatest crimes. Just how big is this labyrinth anyway? I'm bored of golf punching enemies to smithereens by now. Then again, I suppose that sort of boredom is inevitable when you're just overwhelmingly powerful like me. The only thing more criminal than my sheer talent is how long it took me to realize it. I miss Scotty. He's a good boy, I agree. Don't just pop up like that. I'm an invincible lone wolf, you know. I am an alpha male. Yeah, he's an alpha male, guys. Be frightened of him. In 5 seconds, you'll be sorry you ever surprised me. Hey, this is German. Dankeschön. That means thank you, by the way. Actually, thank you very much. It means thank you very much. Learning with Alice. Dankeschön. Thank you very much. I never say you don't learn anything from my streams. I only bring you the bestest of knowledge. Could it be... Huh? Are you our Lord? Why? Because he speaks German? I don't know if I like the implications of that. Oh yes, he must be. Just look at his dignified gaze. That noble bearing, that stout build. It must be him. Our Lord, we have been waiting for you, our Lord. What's his name? I don't seem to be hostile like the other ones. Please, right this way, my lord. We will show you to a paradise made just for you. I'm you. Welcome. Nice to see you here. Wanting to watch a pro game, I see. Everything and what all food is here for you, our Lord. Our job is to help you recuperate from the stresses of your duties. We are here to soothe your very heart and heal your precious body. You need not worry about anything while you are here. This is a rather unexpected development. They must have me confused for someone else. But if that's the case, I may as well use it to my own advantage. It would be foolish to go around brute forcing my way through this whole piece. Replace, gore punching. God off, you brilliant rascal! From here on, all you need to do is let your genius take the wheel. Is everything alright, Are you not our lord, after all? If you aren't... Don't be ridiculous. Of course I'm your lord. Who else could I possibly be? A trespasser? No. Now go on, show me to his paradise at once, in full penny and full pound, I say. I love Gordy, man. Ah, Gordy is so funny. Of course, our Lord, forgive us. We are sorry, our Lord. You have been gone for a while. We have missed you. Please tell us, what have you been up to? Yes, of course, I'm a busy man after all, seeing how I'm responsible for the many people working under me. I haven't been punching the servants, by the way. It's certainly not. I would be happy to regale you with as many tales of my hardships and exploits as you like. Now, where to begin? Perhaps I should start with the one about my technical advisor. She's a hard worker, too hard if you ask me. So one time, I came up with a new spell that would have the barbecue industry quaking in its boots in order to surprise her. Only to have her burst out laughing before she praised me. Oh man, he's an entrepreneur. He was just far before his time. I do not understand his genius. And then there was a time my administrative advisor spun some famous crowd out of nowhere, so I scolded him to be more mindful of the time and place for that sort of thing. After all, there are few things worse than realizing after the fact which case of his he was quoting from while you're in the loop. Oh my, this is so fun. Please tell us more, alright? Me too, me too. No, settle down. First, I'd like you to show me the way to this paradise you mentioned. Do be careful not to get lost. I must feel bad for the stars, seeing how helpless they are in the face of my negotiation skills. I must say, having you believe me so fully feels rather good. Yes, rather good indeed. He finally feels like he's being respected. If you don't praise him 24/7, then are you even a real person indeed? He is perfection incarnate. This is peak masculinity right there, guys. Okay, let's go. So I managed to free that old guy who's been holding out all this time, huh? Forgive me, my lady, I have no excuse. Well, that's okay. These things happen, right? Thanks for filling me in. Aren't you going to punish me? Why would I do that? Do you get off on pain and suffering or something? I didn't know you were such a pimp, Matsudaira. How come? I missed you! No, I have no wish to be punished. But it has been my experience that both punishments and rewards are a government leader's means of keeping their people in line. Oh please, do I look like someone who cares about silly rules like that? I think of you like I do all other humans. Brainless, worthless, and utterly hopeless. Yes, you're only human, so of course you're going to screw up. Of course things aren't going to go as planned. Being weak and incompetent is what defines you humans. Honestly, I hate every last one of you. But even so, I still love you all. The love this girl had was a one-time deal. But Pavati's the one who got that pure and beautiful gift. Me, on the other hand, I can love all of you, no matter how worthless you are. I am the god of love after all. I'm sorry, I can't do these laughters with a straight face. I just physically can't. Yeah, it has been a while. I was dying up because of Pete. I hate y'all, but I love y'all too. Sounds like a normal family relationship, to be honest. So like a Tsunoda one. Pick whatever you choose. A toxic one. Or an abusive one. Yes, I will consider all of these relationships equal. Jokes aside, let's see. What voice did I give you? I think it was a high-pitched voice, right? The cute Alice voice. Right, it's even cuter than my regular voice. You know Chacha, I mean Lady Yoro too? Sure. I do. Yeah? Well, of course she is. Out of all the three Azai sisters, her beauty was renowned throughout the country. You mean you never met her yourself, Tsubona? Me? Oh no, I could never. I do have some history with Lady Oyo, Lord Hidada's wife, and Lord Yametsu's mother. But I don't think the Azai princess likes me very much, so I never tried to meet with them. They don't like me? Why? Really, my father was a retainer for Akechi, who killed Lord Nobunaga. My husband was a retainer for Kobayakawa, who betrayed for Toyotomi-kan. I'm sorry, my mind just immediately went to Persona there for a second. I love myself a gay murderous Akechi. I'm sure you must see me as this horrible woman who was part of all the worst things in my life. So even if I had a chance to meet with Lady Yodo, I think she would be much happier if I kept my distance. I don't have any hard feelings towards her or her sisters myself, but I cannot understand how she must feel. You know, I see Nobu a lot too. You do? Oh my, I can't decide if I would love to meet him or if I would prefer he never even knew I existed. Don't worry, Tsubona. He's a girl now. I think that already changes some stuff.
I was sure you would say it was nonsense. But even when you learned I am now a shadow engraved in human history, and my master is on a quest to save the world, you seem not the least bit surprised.
Oh, I was certainly surprised, Lord Munenori, but I have no trouble believing that someone as skilled as yourself may be able to undertake such a quest. Even the late Lord Ieyasu became a red Gungan. Gungan? Gunji? Something? A manifestation of a Buddha after he passed on what? Well, I'm glad you were so understanding. To be honest, there's still a lot of things about this we don't understand ourselves. For example, why did Kama choose to build this Oku out of people? It's kind of creepy to think everything is made out of flesh. You know? I'm probably standing on like a pile of human bodies right now. I feel the same way, even when I'm just helping you navigate it still. We were able to meet up with the greatest swordsman in Edo. And now we know that it's possible to save people here, as long as we're not too late, so... we're definitely not gonna stop. Right, I don't know how much help I can be with that, but I'll do whatever I can.
Alright, that is enough filling in for now. As you expected, it looks like there are more enemies on this floor.
Ah, god damn it.
Oh? But these aren't attacking. Be on your guard, Lady Shishoan. Even one such as yourself could still be in danger if you're taken by surprise. Yes, I suppose you are right. Thank you for the warning. Yes, I can see you practice what you preach. You have not lowered your guard the least bit. Not even toward me. Perhaps his instincts tell him not to.
Yes, good instincts, man. I don't trust you one bit. Do never trust Kiara.
I don't think he would hesitate to cut me down if he suspected I was up to something. What a good, upright man. I do so wish I had met him in my deep sea haven rather than here. Welcome, my lord. Roku is meant for the shogun, our lord. If you are all here, you must all be our lord.
Oh no! God, he thought he was special. No, this is just the regular treatment. I feel bad for him. Bye, Alice. I got to work, but we'll be sure to rewatch Reward. Have good story time booklets. Thank you for tuning in now. Hope you have fun at work, or at least it's not too tiring. And hope you have a good day still. Please, please, this way, we will show you inside.
I could tell this floor felt different somehow, but this is still a surprise. So we still consider you a lord without fighting. What do you think? It does look like we may have an easier time making our way if you play along.
Yes, I am the Shogun. Please give me food now. I am your lord, so I want food. I want the full Japanese breakfast. That is the banger. That's not true and you know it. I will not tolerate lying. God damn it. Listen, Subone. I'm hungry. I could have gotten free food, and you just had to ruin it. Besides, regardless of what the situation is, even if it's only meant as a joke, so long as I draw breath, I will not allow anyone to force a claim to be the Shogun. Let's not tell her about Gordy then.
I agree that lying is wrong, of course. But if it will let us avoid fighting, maybe you could consider this a helpful white lie?
Absolutely not. I don't believe there's any such thing. There's only one lord fit to enter the Oku. The Tokugawa Shogun, who leads all of Japan. Tsubone is a party pooper, I agree. I could have gotten free food. I could have gone without fighting. I mean, I already did the fighting so you don't see it, but still.
So, you are not our lord. This will not do. This is the Oku. We are not made to welcome anyone else. Well, it seems you've ever agitated them. Life is a funny way of taking these little twists and turns, doesn't it? It is not too late. Admit that you are our lord, the Shogun, and we will be happy to welcome you.
As a goddess, I usually like to take people at their word, but this just reeks of suspicion. This is a trap. We're not falling for it. If you want to get out of our way, we'll just go on without you. My joke's on you. I already fought you in a previous timeline. I feel sick, and it's even worse if I try to keep my mouth shut. So for those wondering, a fight probably happened there. I already did it. Well, you won't see any fighting in the stream. I hope it's okay. Are you okay, Tsubone? Do we need to lie down? I mean like that. I mean this floor, this whole fake Oku is making me sick. I always thought it was strange that it had turned into an underground labyrinth, but now it's even stranger. This kind of structure shouldn't even be possible for the Oku. Places that used to have a laboratory are now just hallways, and many of these sliding doors lead to dead ends. Huh? True. It was certainly pain navigating those. Allison, we fight so quickly, but Allison, your eyes cannot perceive it. Yes, I finished the battle before it even started. This is what happens if you're as pro as me. Only a pro gamer like me can do this, okay? Don't try to copy it at home. Don't try it at home, guys.
This floor seems to be using its own bizarre labyrinth fine.
Labyrinth fine is one of the most annoying words to read, by the way.
Construction to impede us. I can tell how unique it is just from mapping it out. And as a result, your walking speed has been getting slower and slower. But thanks to Kasuga no Tsubone, you've been able to avoid getting completely lost. We are lucky to have such a capable guide leading us around. I'm reminded again how essential navigators really are.
Listen, if someone was done the event, I'll say it only once. Tsubone! Now listen, you didn't do crap for me! I had to use a guide. Online. Is your name Internet? Yeah, I don't think so. Just stop trying to, like, claim all of the help that I received.
I guess my basic knowledge of the Oku still applies. No matter how bizarre its new structure may be, if the event it all just comes down to figuring out the architect's habits and a little bit of intuition, it's nothing but impressive, really. Surely there can be None more familiar with lurkers' workings than you, Lady Fuku. Your knowledge easily surpasses for Shogun's or Lord Doi? Toshikatsu, to say nothing of myself. You did well choosing the lurkers' most knowledgeable person for your guide, master. Perhaps the heavens are on our side.
Take credit for that. That was not all Pa, that was all freaking game net. Oh, I just got lucky, but I suppose it goes to show how it's always worth your time to help others in need. Sorry, I guess you don't need me on this floor, do you? I'll just slow you all down. Okay, Tsubona, you take it from here. Now that you mention the heavens, you do have a rather virtuous face, Lady Alice. I don't know fully what virtuous means, but if it means stunning, beautiful, absolutely adorable, then I agree. Well, I still think you're underselling me a bit, to be honest. I suspect you still have some wonderful latent talent lying dormant, but kind of lots of room left to grow. You think so? I think I'm already perfection, though. I do. Alright, I've made up my mind. Fate brought us together, but I'm going to make the most of it. I'll be down here walking this labyrinth. I'll take you all under my wing and educate you as is any good wet nurse's duty. If there's anything you'd like to know more about, say the word. I'm excellent in cooking, cleaning, washing clothes, sewing, and meditating between the rods inside and outside folk, if I do say so myself. I love how one thing is not like the other sphere. I can take care of anything that needs doing in the flesh, and I am also the type who needs to keep busy all the time. Honestly, it's been depressing for me to go through this labyrinth and awkward in silence, especially with this bizarre layout. Of course, I'm happy to completely devote myself to finding a way through it, if it means rescuing the Shogun, but that doesn't mean there's no time for a few diversions along the way. In fact, I'd even say they're necessary. Spoken like a skilled multitasker and workaholic, I can sympathize very well. Let's go! Toxic views on working! Woo! I don't really want to ask you stuff, because I have girls who kind of do that. But do you want to ask me something? I know things no one else does. Oh my, you're rather shrewd, aren't you? Honestly, yes, I am intensely curious to hear what things are like in the future. But as you said before, there's some things I'm just not meant to know. Well, as long as we don't tell you anything that directly pertains to you, I don't think it would have to tell you about modern-day life and customs in general. All about Chaldea. Thank you, Lady Mashed Potatoes. That would be great help in staving off boredom on the way. Nothing brings me much joy than raising talented people, which is why I'm also very passionate about self-improvement. You know, I feel like Tsubone could definitely have one of those YouTube channels that are all like about self-improvement and like lifestyle and like waking up at 5 AM for max productivity. Trust me, it works. Source, trust me, bro. Mashed Potatoes is a great character, I agree. Though I am a bit more of a fan of the Angry Mango, if I do say so myself. Now let's move quickly, but not so quickly that we can't have a nice conversation on the way. Let's go! Next part of Act 3. Having all that fighting actually makes this a lot more doable. I thought you guys could run. Okay, let's continue. I thought it could help you make headway faster once I've made some progress on my analysis of the labyrinth's pattern. But I'm afraid its layout is still just too difficult for me to predict. Sorry. Please don't be. All the speed in the world isn't going to help us if we just end up running around in circles. I'm sure we would be taking even longer if we did not have you leading the way, Tsubone. Once again, Tsubone, did you crap for me? And yes, I am kind of salty about that. Relatively speaking, one could argue that we are already hurrying as quickly as we can, At any rate, analyzing the Labyrinth's data is primarily my job, so I promise I will be doing everything in my power to figure out what still lies ahead. And I promise I'll be doing my best to help keep y'all healthy. Speaking of which, you've been walking for a pretty long time now. Are you holding up okay, Master? I'm kinda dying. I want to vomit. My goddamn legs hurt so goddamn much. I haven't eaten anything in 5 days. Cause somebody didn't allow me the shogun breakfast. But yeah, I'm just feeling a little bit dizzy. Nothing too much. I'm a big lad. Well, we can't have that. Okay, let's take a break then. We get nowhere fast if we push ourselves too hard too soon, after all. This place looks kind of like a living room. Maybe there's a futon you can lie down on somewhere. A futon in local? Yeah, I think people need sleep, Kiara. This might shock you, but humans kind of need sleep to survive. This reminds me. My cats. Okay? I need to go on my rant, okay? First, they wake me up at freaking midnight, jump onto my bed, lay in the lower half so I can't stretch my legs, and then these bastards, these cute little bastards, decided to have a full fist fight, or leg fight, I guess. 4 a.m. in the morning, meowing their hearts out, full on kicking with all intent to kill each other. I had to kick him out. But guess who couldn't sleep then? I'm dying, hungry, sleep deprived, I'm not a shogun, and I'm crying. A normal day as a college student. As a college student, I agree. This is a verified opinion now. At this point, I think anything soft will do. What about seating cushions? Are there any of those here? Anything soft would do? Yeah, I mean, sleeping on the harsh, cold floor is not that fun. I've been sleeping on a couch, cause I don't have a bed here. And my back is killing me. Been doing it for like a month or 2 now. I don't recommend it. So that is what we need now, is it? Yes. For a good, healthy back. Jesus Christ. Alice, don't tell me you spent rare prisons? No, Cookie. I finished the event, but just skip the story part. So we can like read the story together. Don't worry. I haven't used my currency in bad ways, except maybe using a sandboard or 2 to revive my party. Nothing too big, don't worry. But also, Cookie. Something soft upon which master can lie in sweet repose? You must be referring to a woman's body, yes? No. As someone who has slept in my mother's lap, it doesn't do well for the neck, to be honest. But if you guys want to, I can offer you my legs for some sweet, sweet naps. Just don't complain if your neck hurts like crazy after. Also, don't complain about me being very small and probably not really fitting very well. No. Just no. Please shut up, Kiara. Please. For the love of God. I want a healthy spine. I want a goddamn healthy spine. Our cat is a big boy and he likes to sleep on our chest when we sleep. He does that too. Just that he wants to get kisses as well. So he just randomly starts smooching his nose on you and on your face when you sleep. It's not very fun. Oh, forgive me. I suppose I was so distracted that I spoke thoughtlessly, even crudely. Perhaps I may have at times a somewhat lurid turn of mind. Oh, how embarrassing. I just hope I haven't said anything to rouse your ear. Huh? Somewhat? Yeah, I think you need a reality check. Only cat owners will understand, I agree. Me hearing you of all people speedrun event of all things is too fun. How dare you, Cookie? Do you doubt my pro gamer skills? Do you doubt my dedication, my conviction? I remember this, Cookie. I remember this. I can't speedrun events if I want to. Did this in like 3 days, 4 days. Please be proud of me. Everyone makes mistakes now and then. Please pay it no mind. I'm more interested to hear what it was you were thinking about. If you're feeling a little unwell yourself, maybe it would be good for you to rest up too. Oh no, quite the opposite. I did not quite understand at first. But as we made our way through this floor, I've come to see how I might be able to help in however small way. Master, you've been receiving mapping data from Lady Sheehan and Lady Mash, correct? May I borrow the device you have been using to read it, please? Sure, fine with me. Please don't break it. It costs more than your entire life savings. Thank you, Master. Now let me see what I can do with this data myself. I apologize if this is rude, but I'm surprised you know your way around that so well. Mash basically be like, I'm surprised you can read a map, you dumb effing idiot. You damn Mash. Going on full-on roasting. Bam bam bam. I simply applying modern pro gamer speedrunning skills, yes. I'm a modern day speedrunner. What did you do to Alice? I remember who doesn't farm events. I don't farm events except doing the entire quest so I can get the free servant and then getting him on NP5. That's all that I do. I have not done like the entire shop like a crazy person would, Cookie. It is the difference between you and me. I am working for efficiency. You are working for some kind of like self-punishment. I'm impressed you know as much about computers as you do about Buddhism. And there she goes again. Damn much. I don't know if this is just sexist or just goddamn burn. It looks like you're adding some new numbers to a map. Fascinating. What is this data and how are you evaluating it? That's a good question. I suppose the simplest explanation would be that I'm merely taking impressions I gathered my capacity of my true profession and quantifying them. What? I'm sorry, this was too high English for me. This was too simplified for my big brain. Are you a true profession? Given how skilled you are as a nun, it's hard to imagine you ever doing any other kind of work. Yes, I am indeed a nun now, but I'm also a therapist? You know what? We're talking about therapists. Have you guys seen the ads on Twitter? Where like people are like, yo, you want therapy? We have an AI that like does free therapy for you. Except you have to pay a lot, so it's not actually free. And it's like basically if AI tells you that like no one cares about you, like this is your problem of mine. I think yeah, it's kind of the same league to be honest as those AI therapists. My calling entailed listening to people speak of their troubles, helping them develop strategies for coping, and covering the traumas that are buried deep within themselves and then taking that pain away. Yeah, I believe that for 1 second. I wouldn't say I exactly chose it as a profession, so much as I fell into it when I realized that's what it was that I was doing. I see. Well, it's not too surprising. I'm sure any highly righteous member of the clergy would attract people wanting to lay down their burdens. After all, saving people is a core part of Buddhist teachings, right? Yes, that's right. The title given to those who devote themselves to saving all living things is Bodhisattva. Whenever Kira opens mouth, I'm just truly concerned. Therapy, exactly. The truest of therapies. How do you feel about the cake morale in FGO? One, I care more about her than, the one from Tsukihima. Two, where the heck is Rama's wife? I'm saying. But I love the artist who does like proto-morale and stuff. Like her art style looks so good.
This is what I strive for, to do my best to save all living things, no matter how big or small or anything else. Shoujo Muhen Seigando, the vow to save all living things. Homon Mujin Seigangaku, the vow to learn as many things as possible. Butsudo Mujo Seiganjo, the vow to seek enlightenment. These are the various vows I have made to myself. I was simply doing my best to uphold them. A desire to save others is still in itself a desire. But I once thought of this as my calling only shows how far I still am from enlightenment. If it is a paltry price to pay for one such as myself to save those in need, I will leave them of their own earthly desires. Should it be necessary, I will gladly offer up my body and soul in service to those in need.
I recognize those. Those are the four Buddhist vows. Anybody Bodhisattva strives to fulfill. Oh, wait. Did you say four? I only counted 3, apparently. I mean, I wasn't counting, but apparently it was 3.
I believe the fourth is called Bunno Muryo Seigandan, and that is a vow to relinquish all one's earthly desires. I remember hearing about such things from the high priest I studied under as a young man, so I supplied them to my swordsmanship.
I would say only that some things are not best left unspoken. I have of course made the vow as well, but I imagine you and I interpret? Yeah. You and I interpret it rather differently. At any rate, it is thanks to all of that I happen to have a bit better understanding of what goes on in others' hearts than most. Stranger danger! Bad touch! Please do not come close to me. And that is perhaps why I was able to sense this. And breathe the mazes on the floor so I'll feel as though it represents some condition of the heart. What do you mean? Actions and emotions are inextricably linked. Just as certain behaviors elicit specific feelings in an individual, so can this apply to any number of people. The opposite is true as well, to a degree. Creating feelings in someone can help determine how they may act. By way of example, let's say a group of people is exploring a maze and they came to a fork in the path. It is not difficult to imagine that those most enthusiastic among the number might choose one path to take, while those favoring caution might choose another. There you have it. If you wish your more eager parties to win, you merely place your goal at the end of the path they are more likely to choose, or do the reverse for the cautions. I suppose you're right, even though I didn't understand a single word that you said. So, with that in mind, and based on the paths you have seen so far, I was wondering if there might be some rule related to the heart on this floor that could help us determine the correct route. Those numbers I appended to the map are my estimates based on those theories. And if I'm correct, I believe that on this floor, the more we follow our urge to keep moving forward, the more likely it is we'll come to a dead end. I see. I noticed that if someone was done with the event, obviously. That being the case, we can plot a way forward that will help us reach our goal. In essence, what we must do is lie to ourselves, in a sense and choose a path that appeals less to our desire to make forward advances. And now that you mention it, there have been times when we only found the way forward. But once we investigated places like bathrooms and closets that you would think would be dead ends. And then there's a way this path has been anything but straightforward. So you're saying they are lost governing this layout? But it's not all just a coincidence?
Assuming my analysis is correct. Yes, I think so.
Ah, that's very impressive. Sure would have helped if I had noticed that when I was doing the vent. I think I did a dumb move like a few months ago. Oh no. What did you do, Cookie? What did you do? Did you go in and steal a cookie from a cookie jar? I told you about that. That's not good for your health. I don't remember if I did, but I think I sold my NP5 Chengon and made over like 150k fate points for NP2. I mean, I don't think that's a bad move, right? Oh wait, no. You used 150k friend points for NP2. I thought you gained 150k friend points for some reason. And yeah, that is kind of embarrassing, Cookie, not gonna lie. But as someone who has once accidentally brought a 4-star, I can't really complain about that.
This is great. I never thought you would provide us with helpful analysis like this on top of your fighting skills. Having used the last 7 of Chaldea might just have been the best stroke of luck we could have hoped for.
No, I disagree much. I don't believe that at all.
Fluctuations based on one's state of mind, huh?
No way! No! Am I getting sick? Am I getting sick in August? Like an idiot! No! Let's pray I won't get sick, guys. I'm going to the Gamescom soon. I don't want to be sick.
I was analyzing the rules governing this Labyrinth's 3-dimensional layout on our end too, of course. But I never would have thought to include psychological parameters that account for how you felt by going down certain paths. I guess there are some things that only become apparent when you're actually out in the field. I can't believe I missed this.
I missed this during the event, so... Obviously, I, as a big brain, would have noticed that, so it just means that Kiara thinks in very simple ways I just cannot understand. I haven't eaten snacks or sugary food for over two years? I don't even know what to say about that. That just sounds painful. What is something English? No, I'm talking about... No, this is not accurate. It's soft bread. Apparently it's the name. I ate soft bread with Nutella today. It was pretty yum. I got a snack every day, I literally explode. Yeah, I'm trying to like start snacking on more healthier things though. But I am always hungry, I always want food. I still don't know how I'm like healthy baked, to be honest. I really shouldn't be.
Please don't feel bad. It is only our good fortune that permitted me to notice this. Besides, I doubt this alone will be enough to see us to our goal. Some parts of this I am afraid I cannot figure out, I must confess.
So it's time to use Google, like the pro gamer that I was.
And I expect we will encounter paths in the future that will be even harder to choose between now that we understand this governing principle.
Seiso Inkia is cute. Yanka, are you okay? Are you fine? This is concerning behavior. But hello, Yanka. Glad to see you again. I am warning you though, this is a woman that you do not want to cross.
So in most cases, we will still need to depend on Lady Casca or Tsubuna to show us the correct path.
So it still comes down to my intuition, huh? I can do that. All that aside, you really are something else, Lady Sashoan. Between your cool-headedness, your analytical insights, and your keen observation, Sim, I don't think you're quite like any monk I've ever met. If it were at all possible, I would love to hire you for a role once this is all over. No, you don't. You don't. The Orcus true attendants are always worrying about one thing or another. If I could talk to you about the problems, I think you'd be able to help resolve them handily. What do you say, Lady Shishoin? I'd be happy to reward you handsomely for your trouble.
Oh my, I love it. That sounds lovely. Of course, I would be happy to go wherever I'm needed. Oh, but don't worry about reward.
Actually, yes, do it. Send her somewhere else. Actually, you're right, Lovey. Let's take her. Let's take her. Just let me get rid of her, please. I'm begging you. Please take her. I don't need payment. She doesn't need payment. Just let me get rid of her, please.
I love people so very much. Guiding them to salvation is its own reward.
What? Yes. Something tells me that would be a very, very bad idea. Yeah, I think it would be a very, very bad idea as well. Knowing roughly what's happening in the CCC story, I don't believe this is a good idea, man.
Oh, that's right. I'm your servant now, yes, master.
Sadly, yes.
Forgive me, Lady Casca Nutsubona. But I'm afraid I must decline your kind offer to serve as the Orcus therapist. Solvaka, Solvaka.
I get the feeling we shouldn't depend on Kiara too much if we can help it. I fully agree with that feeling. I wonder why we don't remember, like, the event before. I mean, we do remember her, but we don't remember, you know, the bad stuff. Which I think is a bit weird. I'm actually getting sick because of the fan. I have a stuffed nose in August. The holy light got me good. You know, whenever Kiara seems very holy, I feel like she's very unholy and we should not trust her. It's like the antithesis thread, okay? It's the antithesis thread. Trust me, guys.
There doesn't seem to be many differentiating factors between these two paths. I think we decide to rely on Sabona's intuition at times like this, so what do you think, Sabona?
I think it's this way. As I've told you before, my family has a great track record when it comes to choosing between only two options. My family was right in sticking with Lord Akechi and Lord Kobayakawa. Lord Akechi was right in his betrayal, and Lord Kobayakawa was too. Now, Lord Akechi's really do love betrayal, eh? Coming from a Persona player. No. God damn it. Accidentally? You do an oopsie doopsie, but I'm gonna fix it right here. Accidentally shifted some stuff around. But I fixed it, Alice, I just recently finished last request in Story for Saint Watch. You poor soul. Be right back, gotta give a friend a lift somewhere, be back in 50 minutes. See you in on me face. And, say hello to your friend. You're a goodie for doing that.
By the way, this seems like a good opportunity, so excuse me, I have a question, please.
Now that's a good hand raise. It's too bad you're not here in person. I'd be petting your head right now. Alright then, I think we have time for an impromptu wet nurse classroom. Go ahead.
Thank you. It seems like a good time as any to ask. What's Matsudara no Mutsuna like?
Well, he's an excellent retainer. He's been serving the Shogun for a very long time.
Didn't you say you've also known him for a long time, Lady Casca?
Oh yes, I've known him since he was very small. As you know by now, I was the Shogun's vet nurse. I cared for him like he was my own ever since he was born as Takachio. And since his pages were with him all the time too, I of course cared for them as well. Pages? Oh yes, back then it was customary for boys from other samurai families close in age to the shogun area to be assigned to him as retainers right after he was born. My own son, Senkumo, was one of Takachiyo's pages, and so was Shoshiro. The boy would later be known as Matsuda no Butsuna, so I basically raised him too. Come to think of it, his second son was another one of the shogun's pages. But he was relieved of his duties at one point after he and Lord Takachiyo had a falling out of sorts.
Ah yes, you speak of Mitsuyoshi, my son.
Oh! I just realized it's not updating. I'm gonna have to restart this, I think. I just realized you guys are not seeing the new stuff on stream. So I'm just gonna quickly do this. And restart. Sorry guys, I didn't... I'm gonna have to do an intermission here. I just realized it's not a thing for some reason. Probably because I did an oopsie. Always doing oopsies. One step at a time. You guys gotta tell me that it's not updating on the stream. And you guys can't see the new checks. How else am I supposed to know? I think I'm fixing it. Okay, here it is, here it is. I think we just weren't saying anything. Yeah, you were bullying me, guys. You're bullying me, you were teasing me, I know you guys. You were like, ha ha ha, but Alice won't notice. But foolish you were. For I did notice. Pendragon is such a badass last name? What? Pendragon? What am I missing? What are you talking about? Oh, you mean I'm studying for exam? That's important. Please study. Actually, maybe don't watch me if you study. I don't know. Am I not annoying you if you're studying? Where did we leave off? And now I have to find this again. I had to restart the entire game to make it work. Eh? Okay, I think I was here. I knew a Mondrian guy once. That is a cool name though. Mondrian sounds like a cool name. Okay, where did we leave off? Okay. Sorry again for the technical difficulties, but I want to give you guys the bestest of Alice's stream experiences. This was all part of a script. I just want to see if you would pay attention. And me accidentally having to restart the game. Okay, where did we leave off in the story? Well, I had to cancel. I think we were talking about his son, Mitsuyoshi. I love the faces that she makes, by the way. Yeah, here.
I'm sorry for any trouble he may have caused you, Lady Fuku. A system as a rule average retainers are assigned to him at birth and they all grow up together, huh? Raising them like that would certainly develop strong familiar bonds and would greatly reduce the odds of betrayal once they have begun with his positions. But it didn't do much good here, did it? That accursed, traitorous Nobutsuna! Oh no, wait, that won't do. Any good educator can lose her temper when teaching children, alright? Fuku, deep breaths. Anyway, Nobutsuna was always smart, but I'm afraid I might have focused on developing his intelligence to the detriment of other important qualities.
I should have known better. So, he's an INT build then. They're putting all of his stats into INT and nothing into wisdom and everything else. He also gained the nickname Vice Izo at one point after he was assigned to guard Izo Province as Izo no Kami. Maybe that went to his head? He was assigned, like, doesn't Izo no Kami mean Izo's god? Wasn't he basically called God? You think that went to his head, huh? Being called the god? I don't know why that would happen. I'll see with the sword. Does he suck? Do we have a reasonable possibility of defeating him? A good question, but I think Momononori there would be better equipped to answer than me.
Nobutsuna was one of the warriors assigned to protect the shogun. He is moderately skilled, but he always appeared to lack a resolve in each vocal part of the sword. However, his own skill aside, he is intimately familiar with warfare. And in one sense, he is as strong as a fierce samurai.
After Lord Ieyasu won the siege of Osaka and united the country, Japan went several decades without knowing war. But then it struck again during Shogun Ieyamatsu's reign. This is not a battle between varying daimyo, but a revolt led by civilians called the Shimabara Rebellion. Have you heard of it? I love how this game assumes me to be Japanese, so it just doesn't explain much. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna say I'm familiar, but it's a goddamn lie. I have no idea what you're talking about here.
Nobutsuna was the general who led the shogunate's efforts to suppress it. I should tell you how highly Shogun Ieyamatsu valued his abilities. It may be why he came to be one of the few samurai who still knew war well even in times of peace. Still, I remember the look in Nobutsuna's eyes the day he returned from Shimabara. They were the eyes of a man who had witnessed hell itself.
Master, isn't the Shimabara Rebellion their what? Yeah, that's the one where stuff happened. A rebellion. Probably at Shimabara. Well, that's my assumption, Smash. If that's what you're talking about, then yes. I believe you're on the same page. What are you whispering about there? Why do you look so sad? I don't know, Tsubone. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
I should warn you, it may come as a shock to you, Lady Fuku.
But now I have to know what you're talking about. Alright, let me ask you a question now, what might come as a shock to me.
Amakusa Shiro Tokisada is also present in the cast of Chaldea.
What? Wait a second. That's the Shiro dude with the white hair? And like the one that steals so many names? For the clergy monk guy? He's connected to all this? I have not finished Apocrypha. That's not obvious. Mashi's kawaii, I agree. Hold on, you're telling me Lady Cha-Cha? No, Lady Cha-Cha is not there because it didn't finish the event. So I do not have Lady Cha-Cha. Lord Nobunaga? Yes, I do have him. And Council Shiro Tokisada all on the same page? No, I do not have Shiro Tokisada. I only have Nobunaga. And Isugana, so may God affect what you will. Alice, why did I stop playing Five Nights at Freddy's again? God damn it. I don't know. I just know that it's fire that you're walking into. Wing wing, nudge nudge. Which Five Nights at Freddy's are you playing? I haven't played a single one. I just watched I just watched Let's Plays like a true player would. How could anyone possibly relax in a workplace like that? Maybe makes you can handle it, Lord Moninori. It's fine. They are simps for me, so we solved it.
Oh, it is not as bad as you think. Everyone knows their place and is content not to make waves.
I don't It has also got lots of yummy food and tea. It helps a lot. You know, food and tea, which we would have gotten if you would have just let me lie about being Shogun Tsubone. SMH. Ultimate Custom Night? Damn. It's free? I thought that was a mode in, like, different games. I didn't know it was a separate game. I walked into a nightmare. That said, nightmare isn't as bad as Gacha depression. Yeah, just cure your depression with nightmares. Just take one toxic aspect out of your life with replacing it with another toxic aspect. That is how truly recovering looks like. I think I understand now. So in the end, it all comes down to your luck. It's your ability to manage your people? Indeed. I see, now it all makes sense. And in that sense, I think you deserve another round. Gonna be back in your second, guys. You know what this means. Give it to me. Me? Looking different? I know what you're talking about. You guys are petting me right now. I deserve to have pets, you know. I've been a good Alice. I'm getting apparently sick in August. With a stuffed nose. You know, getting a cold in August. Like, truly the smartest of people would. Are you selfish, pet? Nothing. But why is she petting my head again? Because I deserve it. I deserve all that, pets. Isn't that right, Chet? Oh, hey, look at that. We reached the end of this corridor while we were talking.
What seemed to be a dead end. How unfortunate. Damn, I guess it was a bad idea to take the easy-seeming route after all. For some reason, the paths that seem most promising always turn out to be dead ends. This layout is just infuriating.
Alright then, you just have to concentrate even harder from now on. Time to not sleep. Need for long. I guess I should get rid of the hat pets again. Alright. Gonna be back in a second. The hat pets. I'm back, guys. I'm back. I just need it back, you know. I need it to be appreciated. Look out, Master. It's Kama.
Oh, great. You took the honest route here. Your lot are really helpless, aren't you? Why can't you let the tenants do their job? You could have been here in no time if you just let them show you a way. But that's okay, it doesn't change how I feel about you. I still hate you now just as much as before. Isn't it reassuring knowing that no matter what you do, nothing about me or how I will feel will change? Now don't worry and enjoy the journey.
Stop talking out of both sides of your mouth. All you want to know is the truth.
Alright, you think I'm a liar, don't you? Never mind that I've been telling you the truth this whole time. Once a goody two-shoes, always a goody two-shoes, Pavati. Ah, you're right as usual. You make me sick.
I already know you hate me. Alright, I'll be more direct then. Is this about me? Did you turn everyone from Edo Castle and Chaldea into building materials for this Oku? Just so you could get back at me?
Are you serious? You are, you? You even have a goody nitbit than I thought. I guess you pretty goddesses really do think that resolves around you, huh? What a joke.
I didn't think it was likely. I know how preposterous it sounds, but I had to check just to make sure, right? Anyway, if that's not the case, then that clears up one thing. You aren't here so you can get back at me, which must mean that I'm here only because you are. Whatever it is you're up to, something is telling me I have to put a stop to it. So I'll ask you one more time, what are you up to? Yeah, why did you abduct everyone? I might not be a liar, but that doesn't mean I'm always completely truthful. If I had to make things real simple, well, I guess I'd do for you guys. I'm all down to whether I'm a good or a bad guy. I'd say I'm a bad girl. I'm a bad guy. Duh. I was kind of fun to deal with in speedrun. I did it with merely my front line and no one dying. I know, Cookie. I'm just that much of a pro gamer.
Is that your way of saying you ain't going to tell us? Well, like there's just no need. Maybe you guys will figure it out sooner or later. Really, I'm just lazy. I can barely work up the energy to do anything. That's why I'm not even going to try and stop you now. Our paths just happened to cross here, that is all. By all means, keep doing what you're doing. Oh my, how kind of you. Last time you said your goal was to have us wander this labyrinth for eternity. By now you're letting us make our way to the next part of the goodness of your heart. Why, it's almost as if you want us to penetrate all the way to the deepest innermost chamber of this labyrinth. I only meant that I'm not going to try and stop you. You don't need a proper welcome at these major junction points at all, so I'm putting others in charge of that.
Letting other people do the work for you. Truly the most efficient way of doing work.
A proper welcome, huh? I find it difficult to believe you will be subjected to anything remotely satisfactory. Oh no, it will be fine. It's all set up so you become like that naturally. And I don't mean the Oku, I mean all of you. This is the Oku, an inner chamber kept away from the surface, an isolated nighttime paradise that never sees the light of day. I would be an abject failure as a host if I couldn't make sure its guests were properly entertained. Now go on, my attendants. These poor pitiful humans are being kept down by meaningless nonsense, thanks to Fumogokai, the precept which forbids lying. Go on and let them experience the Oku's full and brutal pleasures to themselves.
I wouldn't consider getting beaten up as, fun, but maybe that's just me. I know for a fact you definitely didn't do a charge quest, by would you ever assume so, Cookie? There is no evidence that I have not done the challenge quest, so that immediately means that I, might have done the challenge quest, You do not have proof, and, stating otherwise is defamation. I just want to make it clear, okay? How many times do I have to say it? The Oku is not some sheep nighttime paradise, damn it. If anything, things are much more frantic during the day. I understand your anger, but I'm afraid Kama's already got away, so...
At any rate, it looks like that ghost left behind another pillbox.
Oh yeah, I forgot the magic drugs that makes us see the past. That one was pretty short, and remember what happened in it? Wait. It didn't show what happened. Is it because I skipped the event that we can't see what happened in there? Oh, that would suck. Okay, guys, some stuff happened. I don't know what happened, but some stuff definitely happened. Is everything okay, Master? Did you just hear those voices you mentioned before again? And, not really. I mean, I think I did when I did the quest, but apparently, if I read it after doing it, then no. I thought as much. Please don't hesitate to tell me things like this, Master, no matter how small they may seem. We navigators can never have too much information after all.
I do not think you're experiencing auditory hallucinations, but whatever it is you're hearing, we are not picking it up.
Yeah, I didn't pick it up either.
Maybe you're picking up on tiny oscillations or formless remnants that last for only a split second. At any rate, I do not think they pose any danger. But if you hear them again, please let us know right away. Alright, why don't we start by examining this pillbox a little more closely? Let's see if this one says Yatsuna.
He was the ninth or the fourth. He was certainly one number of the bunch.
Sorry, no, he was the fourth.
Perhaps you should make some Tokugawa Shogun flashcards once you get back. That would actually be really helpful. So that is the name of the next shogun after Lord Iemetsu. Assuming everything goes well, that would mean Lord Iemetsu's son Takachiyo ends up taking over from his father without any issue. That's right, he does. Although I'm a little bit surprised. Isn't it confusing having every shogun from a first to a fourth go by the same childhood name? Oh, that's an excellent question. One that I don't think I've ever been asked before. I guess it's time for another impromptu wet nurse classroom then. Takachiyo was originally Lord Ieyasu's childhood name. And since he was the one who united Japan and founded the shogunate, it was thought that giving his descendants the same name would bring good fortune. And of course, there's only one heir in waiting at any given time, so no two children go by the same name. So we never have to worry about anyone getting confused. I see. For that matter, Takachiyo was of course in Edo Castle along with his father when this happened. And naturally, it is my duty as a loyal retainer of the Tokugawa family to save them as well. Maybe this pillbox has some connection to him.
That is what I thought too, so I've been examining it from every angle I can, but I've not yet been able to verify anything. All I can say is we should definitely hold on to it. I will keep poking around to see what I can find.
Thank you. Next to Lord Iemetsu, Takachiyo is the one person we absolutely can't afford to lose.
By the way, I'm afraid there's a little problem. We've been seeing more static in our connection the further you delve into the Oku. And since we need to prioritize existence verification above all, we might end up losing the connection at times. I do everything I can to prevent that from happening, but I think you should be prepared in case it does.
We've been in the soup way, it makes sense that we lose some signal further down we go.
Now that you mention it, I remember you mentioning some kind of underground labyrinths that still exist in the modern day, Master.
Now what were they called again? Kyoto, Shinjuku, and Osaka stations?
Ah, that aside, first is not to kill, then not to speak falsehood. I wonder could this Oku be... No, it's still much too early to say. All I can do now is bide my time until I am certain. Strange as it may be to think of a god of love, I can tell Kama has another more complicated side to her. And if that is so... when I found myself in exactly the situation I expected it was. This Oku is precisely the opposite of what I would have created, but it is indeed a paradise. Therefore, as after all, nothing sweeter than doing what one shouldn't.
Just to reaffirm what Marsh said, we'll make sure to keep verifying your existence no matter what, so there's no need to worry about that. Alright then, let us keep this investigation going, shall we? Who be the enemies and said challenge squares hours? That's an easy answer. Cookie. Enemies. There, answered your question. I know, you're probably in shock right now. But I did answer your question. That's the most important, thing. Things happened. I heard everything. That's good. Sashoin, more like Sashoin? Sashoin? Yeah. That's actually a good name, actually. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think we can do it. Wait, let me check how many acts we have. I wasn't able to get that one. Oh no, wait, I was able to get that one. It was a question mark, so I was like, didn't I not get that story part? I'm sorry, I'm stupid. This is gonna take long, but honestly, I don't think I can do it otherwise. I will probably do an actor stream. That's my goal. I can't do much more than that. So I'm probably gonna end the stream here. Perfect for Cookie to go and study, focus on studying. See, I knew that before I even read it. I knew that you needed to focus, so I decided to end the stream. A good night, Cookie. Good night. Let me switch off to a just chatting screen. I think I'm actually getting sick. I don't like the idea of getting sick. Alice is the smartest person ever. The smarterest, yes. Indeed. But yeah, I'm gonna do an active stream. I think that's the most doable thing for my throat. Because I'm doing a lot of... I'm trying to make it more enjoyable than you guys. So I'm always trying to voice act a bit. Even though I suck at it. You know, because I think that like makes it more enjoyable to watch. But it is a bit taxing on my throat because I don't know how to voice act. Right? I have zero experiences. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, I had really a lot of fun. I'm glad that I was able to finish the event. I will definitely finish it. No worries, yeah, comes first always. Exactly. I'm gonna get some iced tea and like rest my throat for now. Expect some more streams to happen. Probably more Stray because I want to finish the game. I don't know, maybe Genshin, we'll see, and definitely more FGOs. And yeah. I also wanted to thank you guys. I was a bit worried because I took a break because of a heat wave. And it was like, what if everyone like forgets about me? But now we are already like gained a lot of subscribers in my break, which surprised me. We're 30 subscribers away from the community post. Oh, how I missed your community post. Soon you will be mine again. And I think a lot of times I don't thank you guys enough for the progress we're doing. So, thank you so much once again. Like, taking my break, I realized once again how far we've come. And it's all just because of you. The only thing that I do is like, play games and suck at it. It's you guys who make it worthwhile and fun, so thank you very much. That's all I wanted to say with my stuffed nose that I'm getting. Please take care of Alice half. I will. I don't want to get a cold in August like an idiot. We would never forget the great and mighty Alice, the most pro gamer and nice streamer ever. I am one of the most streamer ever, guys. Thank you for having us, Alice, our pro gamer bunny. Thank you for being with me. I will upload the waiting room when the time comes. And for now, I would say, please make sure to eat. Please make sure to drink. Please make sure to rest if it's late for you guys. Cookie, I'm probably not watching anymore, but I hope studying works well, and exams too. And everyone, make sure to not die, okay? And not get a cold. Like me, hopefully. And with that, it's... bye-bye. And stop making such sweet pose, okay? I'm gonna cry. Thank you for the streams, a great way to pass time, make shop time bearable. I will cry. Florian, please don't make me cry. I'm gonna end here, otherwise I'm gonna be sobbing. I don't want that. But to our friend screen we go. And once again, thank you so much, guys. And just to make sure the lesson settles in. Dankeschön.